Greetings all Hellions and sinners, I am Dan, your resident Welsh Helliverse expert. So as I said in the last video, not only did we get the trailer for Season 3 of Helluva Boss, but also the next Helluva short, and honestly it was a lot sooner than the others. Usually it will be at least a month in between shorts, but this one was just over 3 weeks. I suppose they had to release it early just to coincide with Level Up Expo. But that doesn't mean this short is rushed or anything. On the contrary, it's a short that I've wanted to see for ages and with a character that we have really wanted more of. Ever since we saw her in Unhappy Campers, Barbie has just been one of those characters that the fandom immediately wanted to learn more about. We had already heard of her in previous episodes.
And rehab is for sad loser wash-ups. So your sister says hi.
But to actually see her was another thing. And for many, it was the best part of what many consider to be the weakest episode in the series. It just opened up more avenues for storytelling and character development for Blitz, while also getting some idea into Barbie's own trauma with her clearly blaming Blitz for their mother's death. But then, that was it. That was the only time we had seen Barbie in the show, and while I'm sure she may appear again in the future, that little drop of an interaction made some fans hunger for more. So when this short was announced, you can bet we were excited. Not just because we were going to get more of Barbie, but because it was going to be a slice of life short. I've said before that I think the mission shorts were starting to get a bit dull, and people just wanted to see more shorts that were just focusing on the characters living their lives, much like the first short with Millie and Sally Mae. And I'm so happy that not only did I get that, but it's one of the best shorts, definitely in the top 5. First of all, I like how this short is set exactly where it needs to be. We get to see the aftermath of Unhappy Campers as Barbie is unfortunately fired from her job, and then seeing everything else in her life just spiral out of control from there for her. The title is about as accurate as you can get with this one. I'm surprised this wasn't the start of her villain origin. And like I said, despite how little of Barbie we had before, you do feel sorry for her and feel her frustrations, even with some of the most mundane irritations. I also love how they don't hide the fact that Blitz and Barbie are twins. Not just from their physical appearances, but their overall personalities and way of talking is similar, even down to their lack of spelling.
Fuck the boss's tight ass and his hot as fuck wife.
That wasn't a threat! That was an offer!
Which I think just says more of how much of a shitty dad Cash was to them. It also gives more of an insight into how each dealt with their mother's passing. While Blitz's trauma over potentially causing her death made him push people away for fear of losing them, Barbie's is similar, but it's more that people choose to move away from her because of her past addictions and attitude. But it does show her own growth. The moment she threw away the drugs at the end is again one of those subtle moments of potential change for her and her relationships. So yeah, this is all just a build-up to that one character.
Where the hell have you been? I tried texting and calling and the phone tracker didn't work. No big.
What is it with us getting attached to characters that literally have a minute of screen time? Barbie's girlfriend, or is it ex-girlfriend going by the end credits, Kendra, just made her mark on the fandom, and now everyone is just praying she and Barbie remain an item. I'd be surprised if things in this short do get a follow-up in the actual series, especially... Yeah, Barbie and Fizz are still in contact with each other. This opens up so much possibility because this has to happen between Unhappy Campers and Oops. So it does make you wonder if Fizz would ever tell Barbie that not only did Blitz save his life, but they're now sort of friends again. How would she react to that? Or would Fizz not say anything because he knows how badly that relationship has been affected by the fire even more than him? It's one of those interesting decisions. You could take these characters down if you wanted to. So, yeah, as you can tell, I loved this short. I am happy to see that we may be getting more of these slice of life shorts in the future, and I like it being focused on such a minor character that has a major impact on the main character. If this is a tease to Barbie becoming a reoccurring character in the future of the show, then I am fine with it. I suppose that's really all I have to say on this one, so maybe next time we could get more of these shorts. I know that they've teased that the next one is going to be about Stola, so I am looking forward to that one. So, see you all next time.